Right. Sigil 2. Which, if you thought Sigil was hard, then prepare to have your arse kicked again. Again, I actually watched John Romero put this together all the way through, and I'm still crap at it, as you can see. This does marry up all of the classic John Romero stuff. Challenging levels. They are fair but bloody hard. But married to a lack of ammunition. And quite intricate, but at the same time still very playable. However, if you try this on the hardest difficulty, you end up with a cyber demon on this first level bit, which is not funny because it's around this area here. And yeah, is all I'm gonna say. It was proper hard. And watching him play through his own creation was actually really funny as well. Because he did play test it, and yeah, it was kicking his ass. I think I've made a mistake there. But yeah, it's oh no, I got away with it. Well, I thought I got away with it, but Corbin Bennett trying to preserve ammo initially is bloody hard. Trying not to get killed as well. I'm stuck in here now. Oh God. Great, brilliant, fabulous. Wonderful secret area that was. What I was trying to do was get them near to that barrel, but it's all gone wrong. I like that little Sigil 2 logo down there. It follows a similar theme to Sigil, where you have the little sigils to shoot that yeah, the little sigils to shoot. Sorry, I was just in order to progress in the level. So audio, as always, plays a really important part in Doom. Listening to them things teleporting all over the place. You know, I needed to edit a little bit in my last Sigil video because I got a phone call. I always get, you know, I can guarantee I start recording and I get a bastard phone call. All of the times, no. Oh, shit. Oh, hell. That's gone completely wrong. And I'm dead. Alright, okay. Did I? No, I didn't. Oh well, we're doing this all again. Always make sure to pick up that bullet first. And so I went to edit the video, and Microsoft have replaced their rather easy to use Movie Maker, is what I was trying to say, with something called Clipchamp, which is just, well, it's one of these pain in the arse pieces of software that doesn't do what you want it to do. This obsession, and has this obsession with everything being online. So with iMovie on the Mac and Movie Maker, I could record the raw footage of the game like this I'm doing now in OBS, and I could just, if I needed to do any editing, I could just import the bloody thing into there, select the little bit I wanted to cut, and cut the video. No, you can do that with Clipchamp, but you have to split the video into two elements. So you basically go to the bit you want to edit, and then you rather than just like highlight the two bits and click delete, no, you have to split the video where you want to edit it, manually split it, and then sort of drag the bit that you want to cut out. And it's like, everyone says this is like, oh, it's dead easy to use. Yeah, it is, but it's not exactly intuitive. I mean, what would be far easier would be to just simply click and drag the bit you want to cut out and press the delete key. That's, you know, you're adding steps to things all the time and saying it's more intuitive. No, if you're adding more steps to things, you're making it less intuitive. It worked perfectly fine in Movie Maker. Movie Maker was fine for what it was. You know, it wasn't massively powerful, but for just simple edits like that, it was great. But no, they have to fuck around with things. You know, they bought this Clipchamp. It's an Australian company. You watch the tutorial on how to use it on YouTube, and it doesn't actually tell you how to do that. It told me everything else that I didn't need to know, but it didn't actually tell me the bit I needed to know, which was how to just cut a little bit of the video out. That's all I wanted. basically figure that out myself. And then when you've done the video and you save in the video, let's just hit save here. It wants to send it to iCloud. So, but I don't want it to go to iCloud. I just want to save it locally on my PC, like I do with all my videos. So I couldn't find the bloody video. The video file that it said when I said save to my computer, and I save it to an external hard drive, the F drive that I've got. I saved it to that, and then when I went to play the video, it wasn't there. It was in the downloads folder. Yeah, because that's where I told it to go, except no, I didn't. I didn't tell it to go to the bloody downloads folder. I gave it specific instructions to save to the F drive, but of course, you see, it thinks it knows better than me. It's an unintelligent piece of software. So yeah, I thought I'd lost the video, which would have meant that Clipchamp would be getting uninstalled and shoved up somebody's arsehole. But no, it was in the downloads folder, which is remarkable because that's not where I told it to go. So, once again, we have software that used to work perfectly fine replaced by software that doesn't work how it's supposed to work, because they absolutely obsessively want this thing to go to OneDrive. It's like, but why? I don't want it to go to OneDrive. I want it to go where I've asked it to go. So that obviously confused the shit out of the simpleton. The hell am I getting attacked? That obviously confused the simple thing, but eventually I managed to get it done, and I think it will upload to YouTube. It's now gone from an MKV file to an MP4. So we'll just have to see how that goes. I'm assuming it'll upload to YouTube. I mean, I have uploaded other MP4s to YouTube in the past, but again, like, all I wanted to do was cut 5 seconds, 10 seconds of the video out. That's all I wanted to do, and it turns into like the most ridiculously overbearing fucking task ever. Just wasted like an hour of my life trying to figure this shit out, when it was something that I could have done in minutes before. And this is how it is these days with software. It's not intuitive. It's the most flaky, shitty, ridiculous stuff ever. And it dials into what I was saying about like games consoles being sort of less intuitive now than they were. Bastard. Not having that. Than they were in the past. Nothing is intuitive anymore. Things were a lot easier. And don't anybody ever convince you otherwise that they are easier now. Oh, this is easier now. No, it's not. It's less intuitive. It's shit for the most part, because it's made by people that, like, I don't think this stuff ever gets tested by a normal person, by an end user. It's just tested by the people that program it. Well, that's no good. That is useless. They're not using it. Of course they're going to know how to use their over convoluted bastard piece of software. They fucking programmed it. You know, it's just like, oh god, now there's some cunts outside with a fucking power tool. Do you know what? Round here it's impossible to do anything that you want to do. There's some twat making a noise all the bloody time. It is infuriating. I've forgotten how to get this. There's more secrets in this level. There's more stuff to get, and I've forgotten how to do it. I'm all sort of like irritated now because of that, having wasted half the bloody morning trying to do a simple thing because somebody programmed a piece of software that just doesn't have a very, very simple thing built into it. Oh, for God's sake, Kex Engine, no. Sorry, I'm putting this on while I do this. I don't give a flying fuck. I'm not in the mood to deal with bullshit today. Very, very irate. I shouldn't really be doing this, but you know, you have to try and do these things as and when you can. But yeah, I was just like, nothing should ever get released without the intended target, i.e. the general public, getting to use it first. Because, honest to God, like, I've worked with developers before today, and I will tell you right now, they don't live in a normal headspace, because when they're trying to create something, they don't see how the average person is going to use something. A company I used to work for, there was a guy. He was a genius, brilliant developer, but he couldn't get his head around the fact that people couldn't understand what certain things in his interface meant. I know I'm missing a secret here, but I want to get on with this. And violent hatred, yeah. This was one where, in his live stream, John Romero, I was mentioned about perfect hatred being a very appropriately and aptly named level, and he was like, yeah, this is kind of the follow-up to it. And he wasn't, Jesus H. Christ, he wasn't joking. So he called it violent hatred, which I just thought was kind of funny. Although I don't think this is as bad as perfect hatred. Perfect hatred was just an absolute menace to civilized life. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, he couldn't understand how people couldn't understand how to use this interface in this database that he was making for people in the job I was working with. And I sat down and said, people don't follow the same sort of logical mentality that somebody that creates things does. That's the issue. People you have to really oversimplify things, because the end user doesn't have the privilege of knowing exactly what you're thinking of in the moment when you're creating something. That's what I was looking for. I think I've... Yeah, there we go. I always forget about that sigil there, and I spend ages running around trying to figure it out. But I swear to God, if that goddamn video doesn't upload, it's all going in the bleeding road. Fuck off. I know there's a pickups down there. Shut up. How the hell do I get in there now? Maybe it is this way. Great. Don't want to go that way because that's the end of the level. And there is... How the hell do I get in there now? Oh, there we go. Holding the backpack. Okay. Now, Stop getting stuck on things, dickhead. Little ledge creeping going on here. All that just to get the blue armour. Now, I do... Yeah, that was it. That thing opened there. Yeah, it's all good. Splendifico. I'm not secret hunting. I'll be here all bloody year doing that. Twilight Desolation. Right, what I'll do is I'll leave that there for this one, and we'll be back with another one of these. I'm going to try and make these videos a little bit shorter, but yeah, I'll be back with part 2 of Sigil 2 pretty soon, so thank you for watching.